Welcome to Opik, Comet's comprehensive platform for LLM observability, evaluation, and monitoring. I'm Francisco, and in this short video, I'll give you a quick overview of what Opik can do for your LLM applications. Opik is designed to help you cross the entire LLM lifecycle from development to production. Let me show you the three core capabilities that make Opik unique. First, our tracing functionality allows you to track all interactions with your LLM application in a centralized location. This makes it easy to identify issues, analyze inputs, outputs, and debug complex chains. Let's go into our observability window over here and into projects. And then we can look at a simple cookbook example, how we would use OpenAI. This is a trace that we can see here, and we can see how the trace is broken down into its different spans and all the different inputs and outputs that are tracked and logged in here for our trace. Second, Opik's evaluation capabilities let you automate the process of scoring your application outputs using standardized datasets and metrics. This replaces ad hoc vibe checks with consistent, reproducible evaluations. And evaluations we find again on the left here in our sidebar. We can go to experiments and see all the experiments that we ran for our LLM applications. All the experiments here are grouped by datasets because you will create a dataset and then you will run the experiment, the evaluation task on that dataset. And datasets can be found here on the side. I have 4 in here, and the one that we just saw, the one experiment being related to, is this one. You can also click into here and see what data has been logged for this specific entry. Let's go back to experiments and go into one of these experiment runs. And here we can see the dataset ID that has been used. If we click on this, you can see the dataset item itself, then the output that the model produced, and over here we can click on trace, and once again see the entire trace with its spans, inputs and outputs for every step. And in this case, because we ran an evaluation, we will also have feedback scores, but they will only show if we are here in the top level. Right, so here we have answer relevance and Levenshtein ratio that we calculated for our evaluation. Finally, as you move to production, Opik provides testing and monitoring tools that help you confidently deploy new versions and track performance in real time. What makes Opik special is that it's both open source and fully integrated with Comet's enterprise platform. This means you can get the flexibility of open source with the security, scalability, and support of an enterprise solution. In the following videos, we'll dive deeper into each of these capabilities, showing you exactly how to implement them in your workflow. All of this information is at your disposal within the Opik documentation, which I can show you now. If we open up this tab over here, we have the Opik docs. They're pretty easy to navigate. We have our quick start guides here on the side, product roadmap if you want to know what's coming next. Very interesting is the integration section over here on the left, which shows all of the common frameworks that we integrate with. For example, OpenAI. And here we have a brief example on how to use OpenAI in Opik and even with Azure. And then we have a second set of resources, which are the cookbooks that we can find up here at the top. And in here we have Jupyter notebooks that can be opened directly in Google Colab, or you can go to the GitHub repository and follow along with this example. And by the way, this example here, this cookbook is exactly what I've shown you before. If we go back to projects, go to Opik Cookbook OpenAI, this is the exact example that we ran here. This is the first part of the example where we just log one simple trace just to test it, and here is the entire trace stack. It comes from the second part of this example here. So if we scroll down a little bit, this is the first part that you saw. Go back to the UI. It's this part here, just a simple LM call. And then we have the second part where we use the track decorator, which generates a little bit longer trace, like this. Yeah, sorry, not this one, the other one. All right. Looking forward to see you in all the other videos, and let's get started with Opik.